Hi there, beautiful souls, and welcome. Welcome back or welcome to The Hawk and I. My name is Lana Zelinsky, and I work in the spirit dimensions. Good morning, everybody. Take what resonates this morning, and you're welcome to leave the rest. Good to see everybody coming in. It is a chilly start to the day. Went out for a little bit of a walk and almost froze. I was dressed fairly well. Good morning. How's your daughter? Says Kayla. Kayla, we're doing okay. We are seeing the orthopedic surgeon today for assessment. We haven't seen ortho yet. So I'm looking forward to that and hopefully getting the plaster cast changed into something a little bit more lighter and a little bit more convenient. I'm just going to jump right into the energy update and then I'm going to grab your questions. So feel free to leave me some questions and I'll do the best that I can to get to as many as I can. Energy update. And I think it's more of a reminder. Spirit kind of gave me a little bit of a poke this morning. Poke to talk a little bit about what we're feeding into and expectations. So, at this time of the year, especially, there's a lot of expectations and there's a lot of pressure. And sometimes we need permission to just not fully lean into all of those expectations and pressure. And it's okay. It's like Spirit had to give permission to just say, you know what, this year I'm going to try something different. This year it's going to be about something else, maybe perhaps about experiences or time, dedicating more time or feeling. Feeling the energy of what really matters. Spirit was really loud with that. And I know we all know that, but sometimes we don't lean in fully. And Spirit just gave me a gentle reminder with it's okay not to lean in completely with expectations or lean in at all. The holidays is a very difficult time of the year energetically for many people. And it's okay. If you're struggling, it's okay. It's okay to, nurture yourself and love yourself. And it's okay to take time to breathe. And it's okay to not hustle and bustle. It truly is okay. And there's so much other magic besides the magic at the mall or the magic online. There's other magic that we can lean into. And Spirit kind of really kind of like poked at that this morning with looking at what really matters and looking at what else we can do to kind of embrace a different vibration or embrace something different. And I love that so much. And sometimes we do need permission. And Spirit talked to me about that. Sometimes we need permission, to be able to say, this doesn't resonate with me anymore, or I really don't feel like this. It's okay. The word permission was so loud this morning in my meditation is give them permission to change, to shift, to lean out of or to honor themselves or to do something different. It was a huge permission this morning. And I love that. And sometimes we do need permission. Sometimes we do need that a little bit of it's okay not to and it's okay to. It's that huge space in between, whereas humans we need that validation and we need that permission and we need the permission. And I sat with that afterwards with this whole permission piece. We have permission, to honor ourselves and to do what resonates with us and to change things or to not fall into the norms or the expectations. It's okay to lean out if we feel that resonates with us in a different way. And I think as we kind of navigate through our healing and our growth and all of that stuff that you all have been working on, if you're on this channel, you're working on your stuff, or you're seeking something, or you're looking, or you're learning to grow, or you're seeking that growth, or that space in the community. It truly is okay. And Spirit, even though they shouted it, I felt that gentle ease into that word permission. You have permission to honor what resonates with you this holiday season. And I think that that left me in this loving space. Spirit held such a loving space because we all are going through different things. We are all healing. We are all going through our own stuff. And the way things were, we can change that. We can change, how we celebrate or what Christmas means, or we can change that. So just remember, you have permission to lean into something different if that resonates with you, and you have permission to do that and to do you and your family or your friends. Let us jump into some questions 'cause I'm really excited to be here. And before I forget to mention, over on the community page, I did post a Christmas and Spirit and Christmas get together on Zoom. The link is there. My gift to you, I'm going to come onto the Zoom call and I'm going to do some readings and I'm going to channel and I'm going to do whatever Spirit wants us to do and celebrate each other. And there's absolutely zero charge. It is my gift to my YouTube channel for all of you for supporting me throughout 2024 and for always being being there for me, and I love that so much. I love the community here, and I hope that some of you can join me on that Zoom call. So head over to the community page. The date and time is posted there, and hopefully I'll see you there. All right, let us scroll back up to the top here. There's quite a few of you here this morning, and that fills my heart. Good morning to you all. There's Fran. What up? What up is a brand new day and a little bit of chill in the air, Fran. That's what's up. Fran, I also feel I couldn't move past you for a moment. I feel so much cheering. I just feel like I can hear it. All this cheering, know that you're supported and there's a lot of cheering for you. And I feel like I just need to say, take a deep breath and it's all going to calm. It's all going to reconnect. You're going to reconnect. You're going to feel this through. You're going to come out the other side with a lot of growth. And I feel like I have to say, you are going to use your experiences to really help other people in the future. So I'm going to leave that there for you, friend. Bonnie Higgins, good morning. Bonnie, um, I feel like I have to spirit just kind of tipped it like a top hat. I don't know if there's a new spirit guide there, Bonnie, but it feels like a new tipping that top hat. And I feel like, that song, I don't know why, and I'm going to try not to sing, but that song kind of like putting on the Ritz. And I feel like I feel like there's just that dance, just that magic, just that leaning into that and to come back into your own rhythm. So I don't know if you've been out of rhythm or if you're out of your own rhythm or if you're finding a new rhythm, but there's a new rhythm and it feels kind of like that sexy kind of. I just feel sexy. I feel like a top hat and that, I don't know, what was that stick that they used? That's kind of how I'm feeling. I feel like it's your own rhythm. I feel like you're going to find it different in 2025. I love that. It's kind of playful and funny. Lovely to see you all, says Rachel. I love that. Lovely to see you here, Rachel. Good morning. I'm happy to finally make it to a live. Welcome, Painted Gray. It's good to have you here. Easy pup, my daughter's injury. We are navigating through that. Hopefully I have some news today. Bonnie, any messages for me? Although I didn't even see that, Bonnie, when I gave you that putting on the Ritz and that rhythm. Shy, I've been having defying gravity in my head all day long. That's interesting. Have you sat with that, Shy, to feel into that? I do feel the divine, sorry, I am a little bit stuffy still. I feel great, but I'm just a little bit stuffy. Defying gravity, I feel like that really taps into Shy is things don't have to be as what again with the expectations. You can find your own way and defy gravity in your own way and kind of like leaning in a bit more to march into the beat of your own drum. Audrey likes your hat. Good morning, Miss Audrey. I love it's on the wrong side. I love my little hat as well. I'm always so excited to clip it on. I love the energy of the holidays. Holly, any messages from my mom or mother-in-law today? Holly, I just have to talk about the month of June, significant anniversary, birthday, or passing. I just a little bit of validation there on the number 6, the 6th of any month. And I feel like I have to say, this is kind of interesting. I can see a rose blooming in the snow, and I can see that the growth, even when it's not supposed to be, even when it's hard to grow. And I feel like that is a message for you is to keep growing, even when things are hard, even when it's like hard to grow, or when you don't, when it's like you can't see the growth, and but you're blooming anyway. I also have to talk about the number 4, April, or are you one of 4? So I think it's April, though. I'm really into April there for a moment. I also feel like I have to, I can see a candle being lit, and I can see a candle from mom on your table throughout the holidays. So I don't know if you've been lighting a candle for mom or if you're going to light a candle for the mother energy, but they are definitely holding you in love and support and guidance. And I feel like you've been feeling them both more. I feel like you've been feeling them, and they want you to know that that is very real. That you are, it's not all up here. You're not making it up. They are actually really close. Spirit comes in even closer at Christmas, and the reason for that is we open up more. We miss them more. We think about them more. We reflect more. So they're able to come in closer. We don't have that closed off, or we just it's a natural opening for them to come in even closer because we're opening up, and that's literally how spirit works. All I simply do when I channel is open. I open up to receive. So we do that throughout the holidays, and sometimes it feels heavy because we miss them so much, but they're very much coming in very, 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 very close throughout the holiday. Um, All right, here we go. Kayla, does spirit have any messages for me? The energy has felt harsh. I feel like I need time, alone time. That's interesting, Kayla. Because alone time is very healing, and alone time sometimes we look at it as I'm withdrawing or I want to be alone, and it's actually really positive right now for you because it's a little bit of healing and recalibrating and resetting. And I feel like that reflection when you're alone time is very significant space to help you to realign, to to trust more, to grow more, to settle in more. And I also feel like I have to say to you, Kaylin, and I'm not sure why, it's okay to settle. So I don't know if you've been struggling with not feeling settled, or is it okay to settle? I don't know if it's like, I don't know if you have guilt about settling, but I feel like they're saying to me it's okay to settle. It's okay to reboot. Reboot. I feel like it's okay to reboot. Hit the reset button. It's a glorious time to do that with the new year's coming in. It's okay to reboot, reset, recalibrate, try something different, give yourself permission. There's all of that that's kind of floating around you energetically right now, and I love that you're honoring it. And the energy can be harsh this time of year. We feel different this time of year as well. We feel deeply, so we connect deeply this time of year. It kind of stirs up a lot this time of year, and the energy around us can feel that harshness. But just lean into gentle. Just lean into, okay, softening that harsh, looking at the learning, looking at what have I learned this year, right? Just kind of leaning into that a little bit. Laura, I've had visits from family members who've passed. Can you have a visit from someone who has not passed? I recently had an experience like a visit from my ex, but this person has not passed. Laura, that is a fantastic question, and thank you for asking. I'm just gonna have a wee sip of my tea here. Okay, absolutely you can. So the reason that happens is it's energy. So and it can also have it's very similar to like astral travel, or or being able to kind of like go and tap into somebody, and the person that's tapping into you or coming to you might not even be consciously aware, but energetically if they're struggling with something or if they're thinking about you, they can come and visit. So Laura, one thing that I would ask you, and you don't have to share it in the chat if you're not comfortable, is what was the feeling of the visit? Well, sometimes if people are going through healing, and so I'll just use this as an example. So Laura, if your ex is going through some healing and that healing connects to you, because sometimes people go back in to do more healing, they can connect to you energetically. And because you're so open, you can receive it as a visit. So that ex may be going through something where they're thinking of you or healing something from their connection with you. And the energy does come to you. You can have an energetic visit from someone who's living. It's actually quite fascinating. And Laura, it comes into that same kind of thought process of, when you're thinking of somebody and they text you, they're receiving your thoughts, even though they're not consciously aware of that they're receiving your thoughts. It's like an energy connection. Energetically, we connect and we kind of plug back into each other, and we're not always consciously aware of it. Beautiful question, Laura. Thank you so much. Painted Gray, can you please tell my horse that he is safe and that I love him? Also proud of how far he's come this year. Does he have anything that I need to know? Painted Gray, absolutely. He's got that. This horse has something to tell you. Fully aware. I feel like you communicate this very well energetically and verbally. I feel like I already know because I can see my head doing that horse bob. Yeah, I know. I also feel like I've got to thank you for patience and for guidance and for support. I feel such a mutual exchange of energy, and this horse has a very similar feeling as a soulmate connection. Like I feel such a deep connection. And I feel like as you learn more how to connect, you're gonna have even like a growth explosion in your relationship. And I feel like this horse needs to say, I'm doing the best that I can as well. And I feel like you know that. I feel like you've acknowledged that. I feel like it's a known thing that this horse is doing the best that I can as well. I feel a lot of healing around this horse. So I don't know if there was like a fear factor with this horse, or a trust factor. Like I just feel like I used to step back, and now I'm softer. I feel like I'm softer. My back feels softer. My legs feel softer. I feel like there's been some soft, and I feel like it's been a combined joint working through, if that makes sense there. Hello, Lana. Any messages from my guides? Diane, I feel like I just got to push. I just got pushed. And I don't know if you've been tired of navigating through things or if you've been tired of working through things, but your guides are pushing you along. And I just feel like we're pushing you along. We're there, and it's more of an energetic thing. We're helping you and we're supporting you to move forward. And I feel like I have to say, from your guides, you're on the right path with everything. So I don't know if you've been struggling with, am I going the right way? Am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? I don't know if I can take another step. You're supported and you're being guided, and you are being pushed along in a loving way. They're just being It's a loving, gentle push there. Shaz, how do we use vision boards so we can manifest everything on the board? Shaz, over on my website, you'll see that I am doing a New Year's Day manifesting. If you're interested in that, it'll be a little bit deeper information. I will answer your question though too. With vision boards. Now, this is my experience with vision boards. Okay, so it's not. I don't ever say this is a must, but I say this is my experience with vision boards. Sometimes with vision boards, we can put too much on them. Manifestation requires our energy too to stay in alignment with. So if you have a vision board plastered, it can be very difficult to put energy into everything on the vision board. So what I always suggest to people with vision boards is and if you're new to vision board, this is especially important, is to start with a few things. Manifestation requires a lot of our energy and a lot of our focus. So if the vision board has too many things on it, I always say start with three. And then when you're used to sending energy or sitting with three, add two more. And you can add to the vision board as you go along, as you work with your manifestations. But sometimes when there's too much stuff on a vision board, we become, really scattered in it. We don't give it enough attention. With vision boards and with any kind of manifestations, it's really important to ask for what's for my highest good. I have learned that so many different ways. If it's for my highest good, right? So it's either write that on the vision board or bring that into your focus, and a lot of gratitude. A lot of gratitude really helps with vision boards. But I always say start with a few things. Unless you're really good at or experienced, let me change. Unless you're really experienced with vision boards, they can be a lot, and then we kind of lose our attention. We lose attention with things when it's too much, right? So, and because you have to be able to kind of like focus a little bit, and when there's too much, it kind of becomes that distraction. I hope that helps you a little bit there, Shaz. um I also work a lot with intention boards too. I have an intention board with things that I'm hoping to accomplish if it's for my highest good, and I do the same thing. I just kind of put a few things at a time so that I don't get the overwhelm, and I'm able to put my focus and my attention into that. Wes, any messages from my spirit guides? Wes, I feel again like it's about the power of now and really trusting the process. I feel like I've got to kind of reflect on how far you've come. I know there's still a bit of a distance to go, but I feel like I need to kind of like work a little bit more on being proud of how far you've come and really kind of leaning into that power of now you're doing really well. And I just feel like I need to kind of like turn the volume up a little bit on that, turning up that pride. The spirit keeps doing this with that pride, and there's something about new learning. So Wes, I'm curious if you've been thinking about like taking a little bit of a course or a workshop. There's something in 2025 that feels like a learning, and it feels like it's going to serve you very, very well. So I don't know why I feel it more like a little course or a workshop. So just kind of remember that I said it there. Bubble Shy Shaz, I think it doesn't matter how much, so long as it resonates with you and put the right intentions into it. Yeah, and the focus. If there's too much, if there's too much on it, it does kind of soften the strength a little bit with our vision boards. Lana, I was dating a person, but I don't know if he Okay, Lana, I was dating a person, but I don't know if he was also feeling the same. So I stopped talking to him. Can my spirit guide say anything about that? I felt like this was a big growth moment for you. So I don't know. In previous relationships, Laura, were you the one that did all the work? So I needed to ask you that. I feel like in previous relationships, even with dating, I felt like it was like you were the one that doing all the work. And I feel like this wasn't an equal work or an equal interest or an equal, and I feel like you've learned the lesson with I can't do all the work for people have to do their own work or meet me in that space, and I feel like you did really well with that, and I feel like this was a huge, and I just literally spirit just like literally went like this and turned a 90-degree corner, like just like sharp turner. So I feel like this was a learning. I've learned this now, and I feel like this is going to have like a ripple effect in a lot of relationships and like friendships, family. Like I feel like it's like that honoring of I can't do all the work. I can't be the only one showing up, and I feel like and it's okay. People can only meet you where they're at, but we can't keep pushing until they're ready, right? You know what I mean? Like we can only meet people where they're at, and people can only meet us where we're at. But I feel like this was like almost like aha, I don't have to do all the work, and me doing all the work in any relationship isn't going to serve. Right. So I feel like you learned something there. Like, I literally felt the light bulb go off. Um, oh, my mouse just got carried away. Let me scroll back up here. Okay, there we go. Shy, let me ask the question today. Does Spirit have any messages for me? Shy, I feel like there's been some softness. I feel like you've softened a little bit, so you're allowing a bit more. I feel like a less defensive energy, and your spirit guides are really proud that you've kind of like come down with with like that defensive. So I feel like it's more of a loving, protective kind of energy that's not so that's not this way. And I feel like that is, in a very good way. I feel like it's like a next level of soften. I feel like it's a next level of connection. I feel like it's a next level. And I also feel like there's been a little bit of, and we all have the shy, even myself, we're always learning to manage the ego, right? We are always learning that. And I feel like there's been some learning in that space on managing the ego. And, and I feel there's never a ceiling on that. We're always learning to manage the ego. Every single one of us. And I just feel like that something happened there with the volume of that. I feel like the volume's turned up a bit more where you're softer on yourself, you're softer on others. You're being there's a lot of growth there that has come to more of a softer. And I just feel like there's a softness. I just feel like I don't know, it feels like a gentle softness that's kind of come in, and your spirit guides have said that you picked it up. So good for you. Let me know if that resonates there, Shy. I've had a crazy year. I haven't joined in like a year. Um, and it's okay. It's okay that you haven't joined, and it's okay that you honored yourself. And then, Hannah, I feel like I need to say, you did a really good job managing the crazy year. And I feel like I have to say, there are things that we can always come back to. We can always come back to growth. We can always come back to our spiritual side. We can always come back, and I feel like sometimes we do get pulled out when we have, in the crazy, and we do, and it's okay. It's okay that we navigate back, right? I myself, Hannah, have kind of like, I've got to go work on this, and I'll come back to this, at a later date. It's okay. We work on what we're in the thick of, and I feel like I have to just say big hug that you navigated the crazy. And I do feel like that you learned a lot through that navigation of that crazy. So big hug to you there, Miss Hannah. Tabitha, glad your daughter is on the mend. Thank you, darling. I'm selling my dad's I'm selling my dad's listing. My dad's home in the year. Is there a specific month that's best? It will sell fast. I mean, always do what you feel is best. I felt March. So if I felt March felt good to me for whatever reason. I just feel, and I feel like that gives enough time. Perhaps if you go earlier, it'll sell in March. But there's something there with March that feels really good. I also feel very ready to let this house go. I feel like either you're really ready, or I feel like you're really ready. And Dad's gonna help. Dad's gonna help with the house. 100%. But there's something with March, so keep me posted on that. I just keep feeling it and hearing it with the third. So it's got March is 3. So what are we? January, February, March? Not that far away, right? So that's kind of pushing in there for me, and I can't move it. So okay, there we go. Easy puff. Where was that? Easy puff. I thought the cost was about 30 or so. Um, That's for the New Year's. That's for the New Year's workshop. The December 20th is absolutely free. So there's two things posted there. The link is posted on the community channel. That is absolutely free. The New Year's intention one is a workshop, and it's posted on the website as well. Um, Gonna celebrate friendness during the full moon. Oh, I love that. Hopefully, it will heighten the feeling of togetherness and friendship. I love that so much. Lana, can you tell me if I'm doing the right thing financially? So I feel that this what that decision is going to ease things. And I also feel for whatever reason I feel like it opens things up. Like it feels like a let go with the financial part. I feel like it eases things. So it felt easy peasy. Even though it's difficult, I feel like, and that's the words they gave me, easy peasy. So I feel like I feel like yes, and I feel like it's you're supported in that, and I feel like really tapping into a little bit of manifesting and gratitude and letting go. It's like easy peasy. I do feel like it's going to ease up for you that decision. Question: a great student I had watched before as a substitute teacher sadly passed away this year. Do you feel her soul is okay? She had a rough life and passed at 14. So Bianca, I feel a lot of healing energy. I feel so this is how this I feel this is what this feels like to me. So I feel like, and I can actually see her. I can actually just literally see her right here. I feel like she signed up for a very difficult journey. When we're in the spirit dimensions, before we come back into a physical body for an experience, I feel like she signed up for a really hard one. And I feel like as difficult as it was, I feel like she did the best that she could with the difficult assignment. Um, She's got this brilliant smile, so I'm a little bit distracted because I can see her. I feel like she's healing, and I feel like she's doing a lot of that deep work on the other side. I feel her very much okay, and I feel like she's going through the healing. There's also a mother energy with her, so whether it be grandmother or great grandmother, there's a mother energy there, and I felt that there was a lot of generational trauma that she carried as well. Like I feel like she carried a lot from like years behind, like from the generations behind her. I feel like she carried a lot of that. So she does have a lot of help there. And she's also sending you, and she's singing it, but watch for the bluebird, blue jay, bluebird, because it's like bluebird, bluebird on my window. And so she's sending, just kind of keep an eye on that, or the bluish colored bird. She's sending that to you. All right. And what a beauty. She's absolutely beautiful, by the way. Dee Dee, I have nothing specific to ask because I just keep answering my own questions. Huh, but do you have anything to add? I do. I do have something to add. You're trusting more. I feel like Dee Dee that you're trusting more. I feel like you're putting things down more. I feel like it's like a shift in the allowing piece, Dee Dee. I felt like you did well with it before, but I feel like there's been some growth. There's trust growth and allowing growth and peace growth. There's all this growth, and I can see you frolicking in it. I can see you like flopping around. And we do flop around, right? We do come in and out sometimes. But enjoy. And I feel like there's, 2025 will be even more healing and more trusting. And I feel like you're coming back into that growth, like the next growth, the next learning. And I feel like such an ease there. I feel like such an ease with it. Something feels more easy. I feel more at ease, if that makes sense. Ooh, I gotta watch the time. I was listening to that all day and yesterday. Okay, there we go. Shannon, Eileen, I'm wondering if my grandma in is my spirit guide. I'd love to hear if either my grandma or grandpa have any messages. Our loved ones in spirit do guide us. So absolutely, they're not part of our spirit council per se, because our spirit council is a different group, but our loved ones in the spirit dimensions do guide, support, and help us here in the physical world. Absolutely. I feel like your grandmother, she's leaning in on humor. So I'm not sure who's funny, you or her. But she's kind of leaning in on the humor, and I feel like I'm laughing with my whole body. Like I just feel like I have to really, really kind of laugh. And she's gifting more of that to you. Watch for the funny spirit activity, things that you're like, watch for the funny. She's like quite funny. And she's also showing me a book, and she's turning the pages quite quickly. So do you have one of her books, or is there something with the book? Because she's literally like turning the pages quite quickly. There's something with this book. So I don't know if you're writing a book or if you have one of her books, but there's something, and it's not a photo book. I can see like the writing in it. Um I also feel He's really commenting on your breathing. So like deeper breathing, like being able to breathe in, and let out. It's like she's really trying to she's doing it quite dramatically with the breathing. And she's like, just breathe through it. She's helping you through it. So is there something that you're breathing through, or that you've been like, there's just kind of remember that I said it, and she has you wide open up with the sky. So if you need to do some letting go, or if you want to connect to her, like it's just like breathe under the sky. Like I just feel like it's like I don't know this, and she's showing me the sky, like the sunrise, sunset, night sky. Like it doesn't seem to be a particular sky that she's got you under, but she's showing me like the sky, like just connect there with the sky, wide open spaces. That's kind of where she's putting me at. She's also talking to me about the month of February. Then she puts me into October, a significant anniversary, birthday, or passing. And I also feel very proud. Like I feel very proud of you, and I feel very proud of the things that you're doing. Like I feel like all this proud, and there's something very similar about the two of you. So there's just like she's like me. There's something there where she's like me. All right. Hope that helps there. Kitty Mama, you had my dad channeling with you recently, and told me to come back. You had a few more things he was trying to show you, but had a tournament to get to. All right, let me just kind of lean in there for a minute, Kitty Mama. Okay, I'm not sure if this. I just have to lean in. It takes me a minute sometimes to kind of tune in. Um, I'm not sure if this is your energy or dad's energy, but who can go like from 0 to 60 really quick? I just feel like I just feel like it's been like a calming down of that. I feel like I have to like like calm it down. I also feel like I have to say he's opened some doors he's opening doors. So have you been seeking doors of opportunity or new things? He's got all these doors that are wide open, and he keeps saying you won't pick the wrong one. You're always going to find your way through it. You're always going to find your way through, and it's like the next door of opportunity, the next door of opportunity. He keeps showing me that keep looking for opportunity. So is there something that you've been seeking? So when I see doors of opportunity, it's usually about bringing in new things, new change, that keep that looking for doors of opportunity. He's helping you with doors of opportunity. So, Kitty Mama, let me know if that resonates with you. And if it doesn't resonate in this moment, I want you to remember it, because he's showing me opportunity. It feels very good. Like I feel like there's all these opportunities, but he keeps pushing. He keeps pushing. Like it's just like that keep looking, that keep moving, that keep learning. He's pushing into these opportunities for you. Nisa, I had the idea lately of a career change, getting out of customer service. Does spirit have any advice in which direction to go? So Nisa, Spirit's giving me the back to you arrow. So when Spirit does that to me, so it's like that card. If you're familiar with that card with the back to you arrow. So I feel like I've got to come back into you. I feel like I have to come back in and say what resonates with me. Am I feeling that it's time for a change? And what direction do I want to go in? I feel like it's coming. It's that back to you, into that figuring out, into that sifting and sorting what's working for me and what's not working for me. And I feel like I have it's a deep personal growth, and spirit Nisa, spirit does it to me too. What are you feeling? What do you want? I feel like it's like that. It's almost like you don't have to have fear to look in and change. You don't have to. It's okay to taste things. It's okay to try new things. It's okay. You're safe to do that. But before you make any changes, I feel like I've got to take some time. Usually helps to sit alone, or with a pet, or outside. And I feel like I've got to like almost like gain some clarity, like breathe and kind of feel and kind of go deep with it and take your time. And I don't feel like there's a clock of rush. I don't hear a pressure clock. I don't hear it at all. So I feel like you've got time to kind of like wrap my head around about what I want to do, wrap my head around about how happy I am, wrap my head around. I feel like I've got to give you that time in that space. I don't know if you worry about time or if time's always on your mind, but there's no clock ticking. So I feel like, so for me that means you've got time to kind of navigate through this. And we all struggle when And I do too, Nisa. I'll be honest with you. When spirit says you go have a think, I go, I want the easy answer. I want the easy answer. Right. So, but we don't learn always that way. We don't learn when it's like, okay, tell me what you want me to do, right or left. Right. It's about building our own growth and our own intuition and our own happiness and our own desires. So spirit does that to me too, Nisa. It's like you go have a sit and think about how you feel about that. What do you want to do? Because they won't make all of our decisions for us. But what spirit is saying is that you need to just kind of go and sit and breathe through it. And you will learn so much about honoring yourself. And for some of us, that's new. And this next part needs to may not directly connect with you, but spirit's asking me to talk about this. So maybe for someone in the group, for many many years we're told what to do, right? And in the beginning it's because we needed it, like, we needed a guidance, we needed teachers. There are some worlds that we kind of have to function within. And so we get used to people making decisions for us, we get used to people telling us what to do, we get used to being, I'm going to use the word dictated. You do this, do that, do this, do that. And it kind of leaves us in this wobble space of being able to connect and trust ourselves and kind of ask ourselves, what do I want to do? And have you ever asked yourself, what do you want for dinner tonight? Have you ever asked somebody else and they're like, I don't know, you pick? It's kind of like that thing. And it's in spirit saying, just kind of get used to asking yourself, what's here? What's my gut telling me? Is it time? And being okay with how it works out. And that's one thing that's really hard because as humans, we don't want to make the mistake, right? We don't want to take the wrong path. And it's like, well, maybe I'm just going to learn. I learned and I've learned that didn't work. Okay. Definitely don't want to do that again. Oh, I love that. It filled my soul. I think I wanted inspiration was there. So what inspires you? What are you feeling? What do you want to do? That's kind of the space that I need, that I kind of need to. This is a delicious topic that they're talking about. I get excited. So it's about like what resonates with you. You don't have to be told. It's about coming into what do you want to do? What feels right for you? And I kind of like how they worded that because we do, and part of it's normal life. I mean, as little kids, we need guidance, right? As young adults, we might need guidance. And, there's all of this, floating, particles or energy of, to help get us to this way. And then we don't know how to necessarily think and navigate for ourselves. So, I feel like sitting with your guide to help me navigate through this kind of conversation, giving yourself that time and space. Okay. Now I'm going to shift gears for just a moment. I got to plug in my laptop. It's not plugged in. Has anybody, and it's this calendar year, and I'm going to check the chat before I sign off. But in this calendar year, has anybody lost a father figure to a heart attack? I just suddenly had a man show up who had a heart attack, and he's very clear, 2024. So father figure, someone that was like a dad. And I don't feel like it's been that long, but like he's 100% this calendar year. I'm going to let somebody see if that resonates with anybody here. So plug in my laptop. Sorry about that. All right. Good morning, Lan. I've been seeing two Blue Jays a lot on my deck. I love that so much. Easy puff. What do I need to bring? Okay, what do I need to do to bring that last bit of healing that spirit said I needed first to be able to be ready? Finally having a baby. And does my man even want to have a baby with me? Okay. So I feel like navigating through what resonates with you, Easy Puff, with that healing, and it feels to me like letting go. So I feel like it's like that letting go. It's that just that ultimate surrender of letting go, and that is a huge last piece. And it's a piece that we work on continuously, letting go. And I feel like it's that letting go piece, just letting go of the worry, letting go of the stress, letting go of what doesn't serve you. Letting go for us humans is really, really hard. As far as does he want to have a baby with me? Um, I do feel like he does. I feel like he does. I feel like it's almost though it's not that he goes in and out of it. It's almost like it's a bit of a fear. It's a bit of a fear of the what if. So I think if you both can work on the power of now, because I do feel like he wants to. I just feel like it's that what if? And I feel like I'm too nervous to connect to the possibility of it. So when you get your hopes up, when we say, okay, I'm gonna do this, but if it doesn't happen, I don't want to deal with the emotions. It's almost like it's does he tend to disconnect from an emotion is kind of how I feel it. Is there a bit of a disconnection to emotion? And I don't mean that in a negative way at all. It's almost like I don't wanna deal with the hard stuff. If it doesn't I don't wanna disappoint. It's that kind of energy. I don't wanna disappoint. I don't wanna and fair enough. I don't think any of us do, right? But I just feel like it's like the volume on that's just a little bit turned up for him there, and I just feel like I have to just give him a hug and say, "You know what? Stay in the moment with us, and we'll deal with it as we take our next steps in life." All right. Guys, it is 9:08 and I am working in Cambridge today, so I do have to get going. I know there is a ton of questions. Um, Rachel, has anyone lost a father figure or grandfather figure this month? A gentleman stepped forward. Oh, Rachel, thank you very much for texting that. Bless your heart. I'm just going to scroll up and see if anybody answered that. Hello, Lynn. I just wanted to ask if my spirit guide had any messages for me. I've been emotionally unstable lately and I can't seem to figure out why. I can't find balance. So I feel emotionally, it feels to me like a big release. It feels more of allowing emotions out. I feel it as a buildup. I feel it as layers. I feel like I'm peeling an onion. I feel like it's a lot of old stuff and you don't have to figure out what it is. I just need to be able to let go. I also feel that I've got to kind of remind you that you are supported. So I don't know if part of the emotions is that you don't feel supported or that nobody's really there for you. I want you to know that there's a lot of people here for you. I want you to know that there's a community here for you, that you're safe. I want you to know that you matter. I want you to know that you can let go and just hit the reset button. And I feel like it's a lot of this emotions, it feels like it's old stuff and like in that there you don't even remember what that emotion connects to. And it's okay. Giving yourself permission to just let the emotions go. We shy away from the emotions and we judge our emotions and we don't know what to do with our emotions and we swallow our emotions and it's all energy. So I feel like I have to say, allow the emotions go without judgment and know that you're supported and guided. My father-in-law passed this June, but it wasn't from a heart attack. 100% heart attack. I'm really in my heart. So there's something there with the heart. And he's pointing to the YouTube channel, so it's part. I'm going to go for the message in case somebody watches it on the replay. So I'm just going to go ahead and channel him. There's a reference to there's a D reference like David or Dawn that connects to living people. There's a reference to the month of August. There's also a significant reference to the name James or Jim. I think he goes by Jim, but James is the name. I also feel like I'm driving a big truck. Like I feel like it's heavy equipment. It's definitely heavy equipment. um, I also feel, like I can feel his hair. I feel like I've got, like, almost like that, like, almost shoulder, not quite shoulder length hair. He's literally saying, um he's literally saying, there's something very symbolic with the Christmas toast, and I think that everybody has their own glass, like, it's labeled, like, everybody's got their own glass, so I feel like it's like, "Have the Christmas toast, I'll be there for the" it's something that's very traditional because it's I can see the glasses, and I can feel, like, the engraving of everybody's name on it, and I feel like I have to say, "Put the star on the tree." So, either somebody doesn't wanna put the star on the tree because it's his star, like, there's something there with put the star on the tree, like, it's like a complete the Christmas tree kind of reference. He's very much okay and wants and I also feel like he was a big Christmas. Like, I feel like I'm a big Christmas guy. Like, I just feel like it's big. I also feel like he did some, kind of Christmas charity work. Like, I feel like Christmas was a thing that he really, really got involved in. So if you're watching the replay and this resonates, he's literally waving really, really fast. "I'll be home. I'm home. I'm home. Like have the toast anyway. There's just that. All right. And I have to get these things off my chest so that they take the feeling. Otherwise, I'll be walking around feeling that tightness in my chest all day. So absolutely. So if you're watching the replay and he resonates, that's what he just did. Okay, guys. I know there's a ton of questions here. And I know I didn't get to them all, and I did my best in 44 minutes. So let's switch over to the books. Diane, my husband is James, and he did just got a new truck from his company. Oh, Diane, if anything else resonates there, let me know. That's interesting. Laura, don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so set an intention from the angelics. Let's give it a message and number message today. There's quite a few you want today. I'm really grateful. There's 33 of you. 30. I think we went up to 38. I love when we gather, by the way. 253. Your heartfelt prayers are the reason for the changes that you're making or considering. These changes are truly answers to your prayers, so welcome them. Wow. I just got like those goosebumps. It just went right up my neck. I want to read that again if it's okay. Your heartfelt prayers are the reason for the changes that you're making or considering. These changes are truly answers to your prayers, so welcome them. I'm going to read 254. 'Cause I couldn't close the book. The angels are watching over you as you change your life for the better. Ask them for help with all aspects of this change, and it is given. There's a lot of things changing, right? When you kind of sit that, and we've all had a lot of change. Okay, let's go to our spirit guide book. All right, let's have a little bit of tea. Sorry. All right, you guys, help me focus. There's lack of focus in the group. Help me focus. Okay, there we go. I can actually feel the energy when you guys aren't focusing with me. Okay, it's kind of funny. Oh my gosh, it's the cardinal. It's the cardinal. Okay, I love cardinals. They have that angry bird that I love, that attitude look to them too, right? Someone needs your compassion and loving attention and has flagged you down to get it. Stop right where you are, observe your surroundings, and notice the sensations in your body. This is a very creative time, one where it's best to heed your intuitive guidance as to how to express this creativity. Add color to your life in your home, environment, your yard, and in your choices of clothing. This is a good time to explore. Sorry, I lost my spot. This is a good time to explore. Explore the religion or spirituality that you grew up in with eyes and open heart for a fresh look. Take what resonates and, as always, leave the rest. That's hilarious. The collective lack of focus. I was definitely zoned out. See, Easy Puff? I knew it. That was back. Everyone needs to focus. Yeah, it does help. It's, because I asked for, what do we all need to hear? So if I'm the only one focusing on it, it's not going to be it's going to be just for me. I was looking for boots to wear. Oh my gosh. Laughing my ass off. I looked away for a second and wasn't concentrating. See, I knew it. I started to draw. My program started not to work. I guess I needed to focus. Yes. See, you guys, it's all energy. I knew it. I felt that. I felt like I was the only one or one of few that was focusing. I needed more of your help. The cardinal is also very symbolic as as a messenger from heaven. So I just want to talk about that for a moment. The cardinal, if that message didn't resonate with you, and you see a cardinal in the next couple of days or whenever you see a cardinal, just pause for a moment and take a breath and feel the connection to the spirit dimension. Cardinals are a big spirit sign. It's a beautiful spirit sign. Lana, by the way, the entertainment industry is shattering as we speak, as you said in January. Kayla, I did go back and watch my prediction video from last year. I don't usually go back and watch any of my videos. I think it's just a time thing. I don't think it's something that I intentionally do. So I went back and watched it, and I never remember what I channel. So once I channel something, it's gone. Right. So I did go back and picked up my jaw. Yeah. And that prediction video, Kayla, was the first one I ever did publicly. I always kind of struggled in previous years with putting it out there, and that one there helped me through that. It just helped me say it's okay. to do a prediction video. So I learned a lot with that. I learned a lot with that prediction video, like for my own personal growth. And a lot of what Spirit talked to me about has unraveled, including the entertainment industry. So I've been sending a lot of love and light. That's what I do. I send a lot of healing energy. I gotta go, you guys. Pain and Gray. It's funny how the cardinal came up. I was thinking of my friend Libby earlier in the live when you were talking about bluebirds being a sign. Cardinals make me think of her. Yeah. When I saw the cardinal in the spirit animal book, and I was just channeling that gentleman with the heart, I also felt that it wasn't just a message from the spirit guides. I felt it was also a message from our people who have passed. So I love that they showed up in that way as well. 'Cause I don't think I've read the cardinal in a very long time, if at all. Those of you who are here on the channel, I don't think I've read that in a long time, if at all, with the cardinal. Have a wonderful weekend. Um, I think I'm going to take it easy. I've got a few things on my to-do list, but I think for me, I'm going to breathe. I think for me, I'm going to frolic in the forest. I think for me, I'm going to stick my tongue out and catch a snowflake. I think I'm going to do that. Hopefully, we get a snowflake. Dan, you made me cheer up there for a second. As always, I love this. I love you guys so much, by the way. I love this community. Um, I love the support. I love the year that we've had. I'm going to talk a bit more about that in the next live. I love the year that we've had. We have been here supporting and cheering and growing and learning for each and every one of us. It's been a beautiful, beautiful year through our learning, through the hard stuff. It gets hard, but it's how we navigate the hard. As always, I'm wishing you love, light, blessings, and have a spirit guided weekend. Take care of each other. Oh, I'll see you Monday. I better double check that. Oh, I almost hit end without checking the calendar. See, that's the power of now. I'm positive I'm here Monday. I usually come in on the Monday. Is it no? Oh, it's the 16th. Okay. I will see you Monday morning. Okay, I had to double check. Take care, you guys.